was when I was about 7 or 8, and I saw Les Mis with my mother and my sister, and I loved it. It just blew me away, and I, you know, as a 7-year-old, probably, you know, it was amazing. And I've only ever wanted to be an actor, pretty much forever. So yeah, I felt like I didn't really have a choice, because it was either that. Okay, as a kid, I wanted to be that, an actor, a sort of pirate or ballerina, all these crazy things that couldn't happen. So if I'm an actor, I can do it all. I auditioned for it, and her name was Siobhan, so it was a bit of a sign. And got it, and that's it really. Just was lucky that that came about straight after Unitec. I really enjoyed it, and I worked a lot with Michael Galvin, and he was lovely, and you know, I had a really nice time with him. And it was fast, and it's, you know, chucked me in there, see how I go, but I really liked it. It was good. Yeah. Well, she was pretty straight up, except I had a lot of people afterwards saying to me, you know, on the street when they saw it on TV, it's like, oh, Siobhan, you play that slut. And I'm like, no, she's not. Then later on I did, but not yet. But she was a nice girl. She was a nice girl, had a nice relationship with Michael Galvin. I can't even remember why I left, to be honest. I can't remember what happened to her. She's disappeared and left a note, I think. I don't know. In the beginning, Pascalle was sort of the comic relief sort of character. Not too much sort of responsibility, I suppose, with, you know, progressing the stories and all that sort of thing, which was fun and good for me again, because I hadn't done a hell of a lot of comedy, and it turned out I was okay at it, you know. So that was cool. And then as the years went on, I got different sort of storylines, but more meat, you know. And that was also really good for me, because I needed to do that. It was amazing for where I was at each moment. It just seemed to help me along and learn new things. There was definitely, you know, off screen, the kind of love-hate moments, you know, sisterly, you know, with Anthony, with Tony, we had our sisterly, brotherly kind of, it was really, really nice. You really got to know everyone, and I felt really safe with the main cast, which was really cool, because they'd all been, you know, working for years and years and years. Antonia had been working since she was, what, 12, 11. So I was the newbie, and it was really nice. I never felt like they put me out, you know, to dry or whatever. I always felt really supported and safe, so that was really good for me. I'm a pretty instinctual sort of actor, and they definitely worked with that with me. They let me do what I wanted, sort of thing. Not what I wanted, but because I hadn't, apart from Shortland Street, I hadn't really been on a set, so I didn't know, like, it was very free, the set on Outrageous Fortune. Like, you sort of, a lot of it was to do with acting, and everything went around it, which I didn't know at the time. Now I'm like, oh, I see, that was what was happening. But at the time, I just thought that was how it was, so I just sort of, you know, you go off and do your thing, and it was really cool. Feeling really supported by everyone, not just the actors. It's sort of everyone knew that was how it was, and yeah, it was cool actually. It was good fun, yeah. The people on that show were, you know, like Mark Hewlett was on that. He was great. John Bridges. They were all really nice and supportive, and I had a really, really good time. I didn't notice it so much, to be honest. I just went and did it because I knew I had to do it, so I just sort of tried not to think exactly what I was doing, you know. I remember one night I had a migraine before I had to go and sing, and you know, have you ever had a migraine? They're horrible. So I was sitting there, they're putting my makeup on, I was like, ah. So someone went off and bought me some migraine pills, and I took them, and I'm terrible with just any kind of medication. I just feel it a lot or whatever. So I was out to count. I can't even remember the show, but I just remember having a great time. And then afterwards being told, oh, it wasn't your best. But yeah, so that was great. Maybe I should do that more often, actually. She was Axel turned into a female. So how did I go about that? I followed Emmett around quite a lot. I copied his walk, because he's got a sort of, well, everyone's got a distinct walk, but, you know, after figuring him out, I was like, oh, okay, so you sort of, you know, and where he holds his centre of gravity and energy and all that sort of stuff was totally different to me, and guys, very different, it turns out. So I did a lot of that, and so basically he'd turned into a female to find out about himself as a male and what he needed to work on to be a good guy, you know, all that stuff, which was cool, actually. I hadn't really met any of the people on it before, except for John Bridges. And afterwards, they all came up to me and went, wow, you're a really good liar. You're a much better liar than I thought you were going to be. And I'm like, how do you know? You've never met me. But I was actually a better liar than I thought I was going to be too, to be honest. So that was cool. Yeah, turns out I'm a good liar. It was crazy. This was the first time I've ever played a mother as well. I had a sort of, she's quite old too, she's like 9, 9-year-old. I was like, oh no, it's happening. So she was a Kiwi girl, so I spoke English to her. But then her father was a German actor, and it's all about them coming to New Zealand, and he ends up having a romance, and I played his ex-wife, or ex-girlfriend or something. And I was an American and New York theatre actor. So that was quite interesting because they were going to dub over me anyway, but I still did the New York accent, just, I don't know, just for fun actually, because why not? But it was weird doing scenes with a few Germans, and you pretty much just have to wait till they finish speaking. And you go, oh, okay, that must be my cue. What are they saying there? Oh, that's right, they're saying that. So what do I say now? And it was all, yeah, it was weird. It's not really, I don't think it's really acting, because you can't listen. It's sort of a murder mystery / comedy / thriller, one of those crazy. My character, her name is Linda, and she is cool. She was so much fun to play. She's sort of a bikey chick. She's tough. She's physical. I'm not physical. She's loyal. What else about her? She's just cool Kiwi girl, yeah. It's probably a lot more physical than I've ever been in a role, which actually wasn't that challenging. It was quite fun, but different. It was just so much fun. It was probably the most fun I've ever had on anything. The crew were awesome, and we all had just good relationships. The actors were all awesome. We all got on really well. It was just easy, you know, to get up and go to work. It was really exciting, and the scripts were clever, which was cool. And, you know, it's quite plot-driven, whereas normally I've done things that's quite relationship sort of based. So that was different for me. Actually, that was probably the most challenging thing was, where are we? What's happening today? And that by the end of the show, it was just a big mental mind sort of blur. So yeah, that was probably the hardest, keeping tabs on everything. I think it's very different. I think it looks really different, and it looks really great. Like, you definitely finish watching it and you have a different, you know, you're emotional and you feel different, you know, it's great. You don't just finish watching it and that's it. You think about it a bit. Well, I did anyway. I think the characters are still relatable, even though, you know, it's a murder sort of mystery. And there's comedy in there too. And that's a real Kiwi thing, to have, you know, scary, dramatic moments and then the comedy really closely interwoven, because that's what we do. So I like that about it. I really like that about it. I think they've done that quite well. I just want to keep working. If that means staying here, that's fine. If it means going overseas, that's fine. Yeah, I just want to keep doing it because I really enjoy it. And I'm not really good at anything else. So yeah.